And I'm Tanner.
And you're listening to the Sencilla podcast, a conversation about simplicity.
Okay, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Sencilla podcast. I'm here with Emily. This is our introduction podcast where we're going to talk about why we're making this podcast in the first place. I'm going to let Emily take it away for a few minutes and just kind of give you the rundown of, what this podcast is about and why we decided to start making it.
It's a really good question. We are both in transition right now. We're quitting our jobs, essentially, and we are moving to Florida. We are buying a boat, and we think that it's going to be a pretty interesting time in our lives. So we've got a lot of plans. We're not quite sure how it's going to work out, but we're really excited about it. And we think that it's a really good opportunity for us to kind of share our journey and kind of share our message. So our kind of like reasoning behind this, I guess, is we really just want to slow down. We've been working kind of corporate for a while, and we'll talk about that more, I'm sure, in later episodes. But we've been really busy, and our lives have not really been in our hands. We've been kind of just living day by day, and we're kind of excited to change everything up. So we want to just slow down. We want to focus more on enjoying every minute. We want to get closer to nature, closer to, the ocean, really. We both really like the ocean, but we want to kind of just pare everything down and simplify. We plan on living as minimalist as possible, and it's not something we've ever done before, so it should be an interesting path. And we also want to do everything as low impact as we can. So we really care about the earth, and we care about, the way we live kind of intentionally. And so we want to embody that in our everyday lives. So yeah, we hope that we can provide some entertainment for you guys, and as well as some meaningful conversations. We'll probably talk about the lifestyle change a lot in the beginning. I'm sure there'll be tons of struggles to talk about. We might have some tips for you, hopefully, eventually. And yeah, we just want to kind of share how we go about living kind of a more meaningful and present and simple life. All right, so now that I've kind of outlined why we're doing this, Tanner's just going to tell you what to even expect from us if you decide to follow our podcast.
Yeah, so we've got a lot of ideas in the works, and I think our whole branding or this whole project is going to be more than just a podcast every week, but other things, right? We plan on doing videos every week. We're going to do podcasts like this every week together, and then also blog posts centered around some type of topic or something that we just want to discuss. Also, we'll have our Patreon set up, and some of the cool things that we're going to have in Patreon are going to be this thing we're going to call Captain's Log, which is going to be patron only, basically a more in-depth diary / blog kind of our everyday life. Something that I wanted to do was I enjoy hearing about boat projects and different things that you encounter while living the lifestyle or preparing for it. And sometimes you don't get all of that in a 10-minute video. So this will be a way that if you're interested in that, you can hear a little more in depth about the struggle and the solutions we come up with and researching and just anything like that. Just more in depth, basically. So also we're going to have some really cool swag that you'll receive when you become a patron based on the tiers, right? So we'll have some cool stickers. We're planning on having some really sweet Yeti Ramblers, which we actually just ordered today.
Pretty exciting.
They're pretty awesome.
They're pretty awesome.
And also, we're going to get some pretty cool trucker snapback hats. So also, you'll have an invite to an exclusive Facebook community, just a big community group chat where we're going to be able to provide links to some live streams we're going to do each month. And I think at the beginning that's going to be just for patrons only, and maybe forever. I don't know, but for now it's going to be patrons only. It'll be a more, what do you call it? A more intimate opportunity.
Like a discussion.
Yeah.
More.
You'll be able to provide kind of your input on some questions you want answered, maybe some topics you want covered in the live chat or in future podcasts, things like that. And, your voice can be heard.
So check out our Patreon if you're interested in any of that.
So go check out the Patreon page. But also, you guys should definitely go check out our website at www.sailingsencilla.com, where you can have immediate access to the about for us, what our story is, also the podcast episodes, the blogs, the videos, and also a link to the Patreon page. Yeah.
We're trying to keep everything really simple for you guys. So if you want to find something, it should be easy to find. Not all these crazy pop-ups and click 500 times to find what you want. So if you go to our website, you should have an easy time kind of finding the content you're looking for.
Also, something that we didn't talk about is, it's just another thing, but the newsletter that if you sign up on the homepage, we'll be able to give you kind of a summary each week that's going to tell you a little bit about all of the different products we're putting out, kind of a quick summary about them. So if you're interested, you can access those quickly from the newsletter, right?
It's kind of a choose your own adventure. Like whatever you're interested in, we're hoping to provide content for everyone, something that can be useful to you. So whatever you're thinking, just check it out. Should be something for everyone.
Yeah. Okay. So now we've covered, why are we making this podcast, and kind of our whole thing, period, the whole website, the blogs, all that stuff. And so now it's like, what does Sencilla mean? What our brand means, what are we standing for?
Yeah, Sailing Sencilla. It sounds like a crazy title, but it's actually the name of our boat. So our boat that we don't have yet. But we wanted to kind of pick something that embodied what we were trying to do, just as a reminder and as a, kind of a symbol of our values. And so Sencilla actually means simple in Spanish. And when we found that, we both kind of just looked at each other. We're like, yeah, that's it. It kind of defines our whole plan for the future and what we're really looking to do and what we hope we can help you guys do in whatever way that makes sense for you, because simplifying is for everyone in a different way. And so we think that even just like every person that listens to us, if they like implement one of these strategies, or if they just get one thing out of us, if everyone could just simplify just a little bit, the world would be a better place. So that's kind of why we chose that name. It also kind of represents just the lifestyle, obviously, that we're going to be living, and the fact that we really want to reduce our impact and our footprint on the world. And so we're hoping that everything we do will just be really intentional, and that we're going to be focusing on experiences and on people and their relationships, and getting kind of that content out to you guys in a way that you can really benefit from. So that's kind of our whole thing. And we decided to name our boat after our goals.
Yeah. And I think, the lifestyle we're about to move into is kind of an extreme example of these things, but I think that our goal is to share different methods and things that may not be at that of extreme of a level, but just little things that you can do in life to slow things down, or to maybe realize the value in certain things that are non-material, or experiences and whatnot. And it doesn't have to be getting on a sailboat and sailing across the ocean. It could be, as easy as, taking a hike every evening and enjoying nature, and maybe getting rid of some of the things that you don't need in everyday life. So I think that's kind of the point, is we want to share some of those tips and tricks and experiences we have, and just have a conversation with the community about simplifying your life, right?
Yeah, and we hope that it really can be a conversation. Like, I'm sure that you guys have a lot of tips and a lot of experiences that you can share with us and with the community as well. So we want to hear from you. We are not experts. We're just doing this, and we're hoping that we can, embody these values in the lifestyle that we're choosing. But we definitely want to hear from you too.
Yeah, I think that's a great point. I'm really excited to learn from others, who have, maybe some different, insights to ways that we can do things better or simplify our own life, especially when it comes to traveling and some of the boat projects and a life that we haven't really lived, that we're about to have a steep learning curve. So I'm sure that, you guys are going to help us out immensely with all kinds of things that we probably don't even know yet. So we look forward to just the community and communicating with everybody, and learning new things. Hey, thanks guys for listening. We hope you enjoyed the introduction episode, and we'll subscribe for more. You can find future episodes on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and anywhere else you consume content. Check out our weekly videos at Sailing Sencilla on YouTube, and our blogs on our website at sailingsencilla.com. If you would like to support us in our mission, you can on Patreon. You can find a link to our Patreon page on our website or by searching Sailing Sencilla on the Patreon page. Thanks again, and we'll catch you next time.